Hello, this is Vulturefire, and I have tinkered with my microphone settings because I checked my previous couple recordings and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but my audio for my voice looked really low in my testing. So this is another run where we are in depth 3. We are in area 3. We are playing 5 idols. We are on version 6230, which is a difference from the last patch. The biggest note here is the idle rewards are different, and you'll see those once we finish an idle run. Unfortunately, you can't really see the bonuses here because they are, due to a bug, they all just say 0. But the short version is these buff lines that say 0 are because we have bonuses from idols. And so every time you finish an idle fight, there's like 20 different rewards that you can possibly get, and you get one for each idol on the fight. And these will stack up over the run. The other fun thing is one of them is bugged right now, which is weak, frail, vulnerable on self, which instead of decreasing the effect of weak, frail, and vulnerable on self by 5% per time you get that reward, it increases it by 5%, which is not what we were hoping to have. Anyway, so we are fighting Mala this time, which will hopefully go better. We are fighting White Flame, Cruelty, Hunger. We are definitely going to go left. And to get there, we have a choice between taking these 2 events. It also gives us an extra idol. Oh no, we end up with the same amount of idols if we go that way versus if we go this way. Or we can try and pick up 2 clear focuses, and I think clear focuses are more valuable to us. So we're going to start here. And we'll get to it. As this is very similar to the decks I've been playing on my last couple of videos, which is kind of this very, so I'll take us up to 6 mana, that's actually perfect. These very shield heavy kind of dirtle decks. And so our goal is that we are going to do our absolute best to just kind of wall up and then slowly arcane down all of our problems. So we have a lot of cleanse, we have a lot of arcane, we have reforge. Let's see if we get out of that. We do, as always, have to be careful on the first couple turns because of the opportunist. I think we do want to use Scroll of Recall because we can do that safely. This is the awkward thing about Sanctity specifically, which is that it can trip opportunist. I think it is worth getting this extra shield because we are taking a lot of incoming damage. We would like to not take any incoming damage above our max shield. Unfortunately, we only have one AoE. No, we have 2 AoE arcane sources. I have an Arcane Nova and an Arcane Silence. I'm really going to need to find those here to help us solve our problems this turn. Okay, we no longer have to deal with whatever. I am fine with the hand just being these. Like that just being what we play this turn. Although, we also have charge ups. Okay, let's see what we draw here. Let's get some more shield for the Paladin level 10 bonus. We are going to supercharge. I just need to figure out how I'm sequencing this. I think I do this. So we are going to start with this. It's a little unfortunate because Throws Rift is what I wanted to play first, but... And then we are going to duplicitome these 2. Freeze out everything. I think we just need to get energy here. There's only 1 mana card left in the draw pile. I think we just get energy here. Oh, I should have just put that out if that's all we're going to do with the Ember. Oh, no, I think I would rather have Ember. I've been playing a lot of Monster Train lately. I think we do deploy shield. And then, yeah, we'll just do these, which will do a lot of work to clean off all of the various problem debuffs. Or problem buffs that the enemies have. It also just gives us a mountain of sturdy, which is nice. And so that's just the whole turn manage. Okay, sure. There's some healing. It's like we never lost any health at all. Don't love that we're probably going to draw both runestones here. All right, we didn't. I do think we play one of them, which will guarantee draw us the other one. Just because I really want to get these runestones. I don't want to draw them next turn. I think we Arcane Silence. I do want to Hobble as well, though. Arcane Silence reduces our incoming damage by 10%. Hobble decreases by more than that, I think. And Hobble also had the chance of drawing us mana, which it did. And yeah, I think we do this, which will decrease incoming damage by taking out the Predator, while also, of course, reducing the amount of health that all of our foes have. So one thing you'll notice here is, yeah, like we have plus 5% effectiveness on weak and whatever, so that's 30% there. We also have 35% out of tough. We've got 2 ranks of that, two instances of that buff, which is obviously pretty good, useful for us. All right. This awkward point where we want to play Arcane Nova, but I think we start with this, which will unfortunately blow up a bunch of stuff. I think we may just get mana out of these. See, that'll take us to 7, which is not really enough, but I think it's worth it. And I think we probably just have to do this. It's going to cost us some health, but that's fine. Okay, that's not really what I was... Okay, that's what I was looking to see. So now we can do... We can kill you, which I think is what we're going to do, because we can't kill any of the others. And then we can set up White Flame Shield, which will just give us more protection. And also, it gives us a lot of additional scaling, because it gets us the White Flame bonus and the Paladin level 10 damage bonus. Both of which add up pretty dang quick. Give me a second. Okay. I just remembered there was a thing I meant to report, and now I have reported it. All right, let's cleanse off our problems as best we can. I kind of looked away while this turn was happening, which a little bit suboptimal. I want to cleanse, but that also doesn't help us get to this kill. Should we do this? We can afford to eat a detonation. And if we eat a detonation, we can get to just kill both of them. We end up down a little bit of health, but not too much. Dead of Night is pretty good because we don't attack much. We do very rarely attack because of that is a thing. Because of the charged blades from whatever. We don't attack that often. So I tend to be okay with Dead of Night. And then, yeah, so this is what I was talking about. So now we get a permanent plus 15 to our max health for winning that fight, and we get a permanent +1 to all of our damage dealt. It's like having a permanent extra powerful for damage only. All right, here we go here. I think we want to play this out. This is not an amazing turn for Reforge. And we're going to do this, because getting to 0 is nice. And we can afford to draw 2 more cards, but I don't think it's likely to do much for us. I think I'd rather save the mana. Although we are going to take some damage here. Okay, didn't end up being too bad, and that cleanse is very nice. This is not a predator fight, or this is not a cruelty fight, so a permanent predator isn't in effect. Which we had a conversation on the Discord that that specific bonus may be getting changed because it tends to lead to some kind of unfortunate play patterns where you end up focusing entirely on how you can avoid predators showing up. How you can avoid getting any debuffs, and that leads to not the best gameplay. All right, I don't really love using this here, but I think we need to get rid of some of these buffs to reduce some of this incoming, and we can't afford to play anything else. All right, that's not too bad. Let's win everyone. And Arcane Link for all. But, nice. That's actually perfect timing on that. Now we can take full advantage of the Arcane Link on the enemies. Although it will, unfortunately, kill our poor, whatchamacallit? Our who's-my-what? Our thingamabob. But who cares? No big deal. Oh, that actually froze us. I wasn't expecting that, because I wasn't paying attention. I think we played the charge up out. Although maybe I shouldn't have, because I could have gotten to supercharge. And then the other question is, do we just play the cleansing shield? It is kind of our only shield right now. I should plan out exactly what my turn looks like here, but that sounds difficult. So instead, all right, I think we start by doing this. And then we get frozen out, which is going to be nice. Yeah, our poor whoever is just going to explode. I think we do want to play this. I think that is worth it. I think we want to get hidden after we use up our supercharge. And this is a pretty good way to use that supercharge up. These fights are actually kind of annoying just because, like, the treacherous are a pain in the butt to deal with sometimes. Right. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and play that out to get it out of the deck into shuffle. Oh, I should have played that. It's fine. Our trusty shield generator, automated shield, actually survived, which is nice. Cleanse is a little annoying, but it's going to work out. Let's see. This is not going to actually freeze because of the whatever that they've got. The tough. But it will now, I think. I think it's worth getting another shield out. Is it worth freezing is kind of the question. I think so. Because it gets us extra damage on these detonations, and then we can get 2 explosions here, although this one has shocked, so we get extra damage on explosions against that one. Another nice thing is, like, the turret, the automated shields give us a good amount of energy. Rude. Okay, we can once again, we can drop into hidden, into supercharge, and then get back into hidden again afterwards, which is pretty nice. So we have a little bit of detonation there. We have a max hand size of 12, by the way. I don't think I've actually commented on that, but that's obviously very useful. No, I should be playing out shield cards just to get a shock out on enemies. Because I do actually want to get our enemies shocked. Although ideally that would have gone on different enemies. We can do that. Kind of an unfortunate hand, but that's okay. I think we may also be willing to re-roll for a turn to gunk here. We'll see. There's a lot of cards that we could drop here that are pretty okay. Turn to gunk does pull us out of hidden, but we're not fighting Bay later, so that becomes less important. And we are fighting Maw, which makes turn... Actually, no, I've talked myself into it. We went to re-roll for turn to gunk because we're fighting Maw. Okay, let's cleanse ourselves. Not that that matters a ton. We can get a bunch of shield if we want to. Or we can just go for it. So let's go boom. And there goes the white flame, causing problems. And I think this kills either one of them, actually. But that one was trying to heal. We can't have that. So cold calculations is not actually supposed to be retained. One day meant to put retain on calculated deception, which I suggested, and then just messed up and changed the wrong card. Whoops. So that's why that is that. Do that. We do not need, you don't want to deal with the stone. Let's see. Yeah, we can draw that. Hoping to find some way to finish out the fight this turn. Looks like that is not going to happen. Oh, we didn't even get the freeze there. I just kind of assumed that we would. Yeah, like turn to gunk is good. I'm also kind of tempted to try and pick up direct the rain, because that's also very good. But I think turn to gunk is more important. I think this is lethal. Yep. Okay. And hunger is not active in this fight, so we don't have to deal with berserk. Ooh. Man, just taking another sanctuary is very tempting as well. That is another one of the very highest value cards we could get. But I think because we're going into the two fights where we can get clear focus, I want the turn to gunk more. And damn, shaken by attacks -1 is nice. Unfortunately, I can't see. I think that's the first time I've gotten that. But it doesn't show up on this list, like I said. So it doesn't show up properly on this list. Yeah, it just says +0, and I just have to hope that it actually works correctly. All right, we could transform the charred focus. I don't hate that. I was like getting this tough out. Although we already had tough from whatever. I still am fine with getting extra shield. I probably should have just played this. We probably didn't need the extra. We had the extra mana mostly, and that way we wouldn't have given out shield to enemies. But weirdly enough, this is not an idle fight, which means that it just goes straight to our turn. We don't have to wait to find out what the idols are doing. It's really weird. Oh, we do still have to deal with that, though. That was my bad. Although, we won't have to deal with any additional opportunists once we get through this much. So after next turn, we don't have to worry about opportunist. And Cap, we'll go ahead and get hidden. We are going to get cursed here. And we'll get some more curse next turn, but we have Fiery Cleanse, which helps. So we can't play everything we want. Oh, we can. We have Scroll of Recall. Well, if we're going to play everything, I think we start with that for the White Flame. Obviously, popping that's important. Can Arcane Blast for value, and then I think we just Cleansing Shield for now, and then hold a bunch of energy for next turn to potentially go off. Although we don't have a ton of energy right now, which is unfortunate. Hey, that's gonna do its work. Drop. Kind of tempting to use stuff. To use Supercharge. And it's just not an amazing... But I don't really want to stockpile a ton more energy is the thing, so... I don't hate doing this. And just not Frozen Rifting, and because I don't need to waste the Frozen turn this turn. because they're just not doing anything we actually care about, really. And then, yeah, let's do that. Potentially get some evades. We are going to explode here, but It is actually a really annoying explode point because it costs us a mana this turn. Possibly 2 mana, depending on how that breaks. No, because that would have rounded. We didn't lose any mana there. Okay, we are going to do this. We're going to point it at you. Should have pointed it at this one because this one is whatever. We want to get healing out of this, so. Although it hit our frail, which is suboptimal. I think we just save that for next turn, because we're already pretty whatever. There's some adept. Do we need to cleanse off? I don't think we do. We already have that if we need to. Do I need to turn anything to gunk? I can see turning the overflowing barrier to gunk for this fight. I don't think we're going to need it. And that gets us some healing. Let's do this first so we don't have to... Oh, we still will have to attack into the arcane barrier if we want to hit whoever. Is that worth... Yeah, because then we've got 2 shocks on that. Probably need to just find a chance to get out all of this. Unfortunately, because I've been playing these shrivels out, it uses up all my white flame. Gonna do this. It's a very expensive way to draw a card, but it is a way to draw a card. Oh, we can't supercharge. I was thinking like, we can do this, then we can supercharge, but we cannot supercharge right now. I do like freezing out on this turn though, because that prevents that turn from coming out. The buff turn. All right. Okay. Just get all the white flame. Arcane Nova. Two Platum, these two. And then we're going to play out these so that we can get the card draw. Intel's just going to kill those two. Oh, not quite, but close. We absolutely don't need that. We should have lethal here. Fight. Okay. Nice clean fight. Clear focus, please. I don't hate having one of those. I'm okay taking that. And we can use the reroll in the next one if we don't get clear focus. I don't think we want... well, Crab Flask is actually pretty good. Crab Flask is probably better than Shield Bot. Same fight again. Should be basically go the same way, hopefully. Also, I totally missed that Meditate's only... Or that Prismatic Shield's only 2 mana now. And yeah, we don't really need to play anything else. Because this would trip the Opportunist, and there's not really a good reason to bother with that. Pretty anemic turn. There's not a ton we can do here, but that's fine, because I don't really want to bother playing these out, I don't think. Okay. Can do this into that, into detonations, which unfortunately over here are just entirely going into that plated, but yeah, we'll do this. Bonk, bonk, bonk. So, I can't really tell how loud my game audio is, by the way, so if the game audio seems really quiet, sorry about that. Because I can adjust it on my end. I mean, I can adjust it, but it's harder for me to test. I can test my voice, and I can test like menu, like music volume, but I'm too lazy to. I'm not good at this whole videos thing. I think that's the main point I'm trying to get across. Okay. We can give more weak out. Gets rid of almost all of the curse. Tough choice. What I pointed out. Maybe we just focus down the elite. I don't even think the elite's the biggest threat in the fight, but the elite is the star of the show, so. I mean, really, there isn't a threat in this fight for the most part. Oh, that's going to be true of most non-idle fights, just regardless, because, you know, the whole point of the idle fights is that they are difficult. And a side effect of that is that non-idle fights are less difficult. All right. It's a pretty good use of our last supercharge point. I probably need to just double Arcane Nova next time I can. Yeah, none of this matters. We can draw cards, but Curse Apple is kind of bad with the White Flame, just because it costs us White Flame stacks to use it. But just get rid of that, I think. I think we just want to get damage out. Work on ending this fight. Maybe we'll play out these shrivels. We do have the heal in the form of the apple, and we are pretty close to max health. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I also think I'm going to go ahead and do that. And duplicate those. And then it's supercharge time. See if that fully deletes you. Nope. That is you deleted. That's you deleted. And let's make sure we get our healing and then delete you. And to full health we go. Or, oh no, that's right, because our max health is up. There's the clear focus. The other cards were also very good, but I want the clear focus. This fight could actually be a bit tough because snails are a pain in the butt. But I think of the things that could be active here, hunger is actually probably one of the less annoying ones. Oh, also, Fortress changed to this patch. Fortress is now 10% less damage per card played instead of, or 10% less damage per rank instead of gaining shield every time a card is played, which, if you didn't see, I do want to do that so that we don't get even more opportunities set up. If you didn't see how that patch went, it is, oof. That was, a lot of this beta was with Fortress that was, you gain a shield, it was basically the shield version of Bleed. And that, it was annoying. I would say. All right, this does mean that we can't play this safely, which is a bit of an annoyance. We do want to get rid of the bleed as much as, well, some of the bleed. We can't get rid of all the bleed. All right. Fortunately, we can hold on to, we could have played Fiery Cleanser. The thing with all the cards having white, not having art yet, is that it makes it really easy for me to just not realize which card I'm actually holding. Still have Opportunist. Oh. All right. I can play this. Sure, why not? All right, we are finally out from under Opportunist for at least a turn. And this is the big turn for that jerk. I don't remember if Hunt can set up Opportunist. We do probably want to stay stealthed, although we can just freeze this jerk out this turn. So, and we just play this, which seems totally reasonable as a way to manage. Okay, good, that wasn't vulnerable. If that was vulnerable, we could have actually had a little bit of a bad day. Sure. Bonus free damage from the idol. Hey, and we can convert one of those. So it's just not a problem anymore. What's left in the deck? Deploy Shield. I would like to have that. Unfortunately, I have to choose between Deploy Shield and Meditate. Although I can use this, which I think is worth it to get out more growth and more of other stuff that is valuable. Let me just clean off the weak real quick. And aside from that, I think we just end turn. Yeah, because we're already pretty deep into fatigue. No point in pushing it. We are now going to have to deal with Opportunists, which is annoying, but... bonk. Alright, so this is a big freeze, which would make Opportunist safe. I could just... I'm too lazy to count. We're going to do this. I could copy either one of these. Or we're definitely copying that. It's just a question whether we copy this or this. Like that. So freeze. So yeah, you will try and Opportunist, but it will not help you. You get little bits of shock from the ramparts going off. The ramparts currently says gain shield, gain 2 shield, fix shield whenever you play another non-mana card while this is in your hand. There was a patch where it wasn't fixed, and that was fun. I think we Sobble. And I think it's worth getting a bit more shield up. Right. That's a little annoying. It's not the end of the world. And then... I think we do play that just for the extra growth, as silly as that feels. That was very rude. Killing off our shields. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we can try and think how we get to, how we manage our mana effectively. Oh, that's easy. You are going to Opportunist on us, which is annoying, but it's actually not going to be that big of a deal. And then, actually like getting shocked out. Good, it did go on that one because it would have been utterly useless if it had shocked this one. There's the mighty gone, so you're now no longer really a threat. That'll let us hit exact 0. And we can even get the hidden out for bonus value. And we'll use up our purity, but that's okay. All right, just the actual snail left. Pop, 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 pop. Making progress. Okay, so the answer is yes. There are times where this gets opportunist. Okay, end turn. But that was temporary opportunist. Ooh, 8 bleed on you. I like that. That's unfortunate. There's no way for me to get around using, unless I just, actually fine. Oh no, because you have, I was trying to avoid using whatever, but I forgot that the, I forgot that the Berserk was going to stop it from flipping until the end of this turn anyway. There we go. Now it's flipped. There we go. Don't have to deal with you this turn. And we can even blow up all of the frenzy. I do technically define some healing. Oh, there we go. There's our healing. The nice thing is they don't start with opportunist. Not sure exactly why that is, but it works out for us. I don't think we actually need the deploy shield at this point. Seems pretty superfluous. All right, I do have extra damage to frozen enemies, although at this point, really, do I need more? Like, I've got 173% damage. Is that extra 30% really that relevant? Shield gain +2. I think that's like my 3rd time getting that, which is nice. I don't actually hate having another Frozen Rift. Okay, so just looking ahead real quick. I think we can definitely take this fight. Which we would go that fight into this fight. This fight could be annoying, but it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. I don't really want to do this fight. I think that dealing with these two jerks and cruelty doesn't sound like my idea of a fun time. And then it leads us like into potentially doing, we're stuck doing a Wild Storm fight at some point, and that's just not a good time. So I like this route more. We hit, technically, we don't hit the elites as much, but we hit still 5 more idle buffs. You don't get idle buffs from bosses. You are forced into taking boss fights, so there's no reason to give you a bonus reward for doing them, since it wasn't your choice. You just had to do it. All right, and I'll deal with a little bit of the white flame, and then we will get to block outright one of the curse. 3 of the curse. Ooh, that is a lot of damage from Idol of Hunger. It's good to know that that is that much damage. I don't think it's going to hurt us too bad, but do we just convert that? So we're definitely going to Sanctity. Question whether or not we want to freeze this turn. I don't think we need to freeze this turn, but I don't see a reason that we would need to not freeze this turn. Just going to pop a white flame, which is okay. I should have popped a white flame on this one because this one's going to attack next turn. Okay. There is like 100 extra health added to that fight, added to this fight, which is annoying. Okay, we can, I do like being able to do this though. Just get rid of that. It's not a problem anymore. I think we want to get rid of some of this white flame. That represents a pretty good decrease in stuff. All right. All right. That healing's not going to do anything for us, but that's okay. All right. Fiery Cleanse is going to do some work this turn. Although Fiery Cleanse on its own is enough, but that's what Clear Focus is for. Actually works out really well that we have a Clear Focus as well. I think I do want to hit exact 0. Because I can deal with getting like one more. Whatever. Oh, I should just do the Clear Focus first then. That's what I was going to do. Pop. Pop. And then we could supercharge. I don't even know that it matters. Because we are pretty fatigued. I guess we weren't that fatigued, but anyway. Sure. Naturally, we cleanse first, and then we get Idol of Cruelty applying, you know, a grab bag of debuffs. And yeah, like, look how much damage this is doing. Can't let up for one moment. No, yeah, like those two explosions, like that's why the Predator might go away, is because it just represents so much damage off of idle cards that's why the cleanse and the and to a lesser extent the whatever are so important. You're just gonna apply Doom to us, which is whatever, but then I think you go into attacking, which I don't love. So I think we do not want to play. I don't think we do not want to trip the whatever. We can deal with this much incoming damage. This is going to be less than it. Oh, huh. Oh, because the Crystallize is counteracting the tough. That's why. Guess we'll go ahead and blow that. We're doing pretty poorly on growth right now, which is definitely one of the issues the deck can have. And we are now doomed. Oh, we are just going to explode here. Rude. At least we got that back immediately. I think I'm going to do that even though it means taking another hit, just because it lets me better manage my mana. Okay. So much curse. And there are the Sinister Runestones, which are annoying. Those are the ones that we most want to get rid of. This is going to trip. This is going to kill our dork, but it's okay. Oh, we have lifesteal on right now. I didn't realize. That actually... It's only 10% lifesteal, but I think that's still fine. Makes me want to do this. I was really hoping to find the Sinister Runestones so that I could turn them into gunk. But no luck on that. All right. Could do that. I think we do this so that we can get actual shield out of that. Because we do have a lot of curse on us right now. But our shield bonus right now is pretty crazy. How much is... We're getting 27 out of that. So it's a base of 10, and then we have... It must be applying... yeah, it's got to be applying the plus shield gained by cards from whatever before it applies the sturdy bonus. Which is not how that normally works. But that would explain why we are at such a ludicrous set of stuff. All right, so we're going to do that, which is going to allow us to play a Sinister Runestone safely, which we want to do so that we can hopefully find more cleanse. Because we have a lot of curse on us, and we'd like to have less curse. Still some, but it's now a much more manageable amount. Okay, sure. There's the last 2 runestones. Oh no, I don't know. Do we have the white flame stones yet? I don't remember. So we have to draw that, which will clean up a lot of our problem. All right, we're gonna do this because I don't know. Okay, good. That is enough. In that case, I will do this first. Tag you, clean off the white flame. If I duplicate, we go to 3 left. Then I play this, we go to 2. Okay, that's not what I meant to copy. It's gonna work out. Oh, whoops, we don't get the freeze. I thought we did. Well, I can't afford to really wait. I just have to kind of do that. Because I want to play those before we leave Supercharge. And I think we're going to keep splitting this out so we can keep kind of the powerful on both of them under control. Oh, we are going to eat a Doom proc here, but it's fine. Totally okay. Ah, that's rude. Because at 24x we had the vulnerable applied to us. This costs more than I would like. We can do this. It'll potentially get us. That's actually very nice. Should have sequenced things differently, but I didn't. I think we're just gonna get a bunch of shield. So we don't take any damage here. That is the Doom coming back out. Hey. There's healing that doesn't matter, but all of that card draw is nice. You're going to be really sad when this inevitably draws us into one of the other runestones. Hey, it didn't. There goes some of that powerful. That's not actually going to do anything because they're doing an AoE thing, but yeah, I may as well do this. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. Could play that. Sure, it's only going to give 2 shield to the front enemy anyway. Because of the... Oh, I think our frail effectiveness also goes up then. Yeah, because our weak is at 30%. Your church going to explode and kill this one. Give us some cleanse this turn. No luck. We can just freeze them for the turn though. Which seems okay. There's the other Insidious Power Stone. Alright, so the bleed here means that they're just going to explode constantly every time we play cards this turn. Like, they'll eventually stop when they run out of, when they run out of White Flame, but that's just going to take them a little bit. Actually, okay doing that, I think. Can't really afford to play everything I want to play this turn. I think that's important. I think this is important because it could let us, I think, just outright kill this one. I really want to play this, but I don't think we need to. I think this is more important. This does 7 detonations, which are worth 17 damage each, or 12 damage each, because we have that. So 7 times 12 is, God, I'm bad at math, 84. So we'll just kill you. Oh, but we got extra damage to the first one. It doesn't matter. I just want this kill. I'm a little sad that we won't be able to just get rid of that, but just having one fewer to deal with is nice. Means the fight feels like we're getting somewhere. And unfortunately, we're going to explode here, which is going to mean we're getting doomed at the end of the next turn, but we have 105 shields, so that's not a problem. Which point the question becomes, is it worth hitting ourselves? I don't think so. I think we'll just sit for now. Okay. More powerful for everyone. More powerful for that truck over there specifically. Now I'm willing to do this because I do actually want to get something going this turn. Oh, I should have done this in the other order. Oh, I guess we only have the one White Flame rank. I just expected there to be more. That's the other Frail gone. All right, so we don't have, we'll get rid of that. Give me a second. Okay. I guess we just get a bunch of shield and end turn. I got distracted there trying to talk with one day about a bug that I found in the other thing. So we want to do this first. Now we have both of our transforms and none of the stuff we want to transform, naturally. Okay. Let's actually just go ahead and do that. And then we can just get all of the bonus damage on detonations. All right, moving forward. All right, we can end the turn. That's not bad. I don't think anything else here is worthwhile, really. I may just take and cut it. I don't know that we need it. Because we don't really have any spells. I do really like Overflowing Armor. That's just even more ridiculous amounts of shield gain. As far as upgrades go, I'm actually considering just getting the extra growth from Mind Seed. I could just take this, but I don't think that's that important. I could also see just like upgrading one of my other cleanses so that we just get, I just like getting more cleanse mostly. And yeah, I think we cut Haunting Resolve. I think it is just not really what we need. Yeah, we've got 3 fights left either way. Potentially CPU. I think we can potentially fight CPU. I don't know. Double snail's annoying. I think it's better than, but it's double snail with no idols. No, it hit 0 mana, unfortunately. Taking away that fortress. And maybe I could have rerolled and tried to get White Flame Breath. That might have been nice as a finisher. We don't need it, but do we freeze or do we get Dead of Night out? We could also turn to Gunk and get damage out, but I don't think that's worth it. Alright, Opportunist is down. They're now safe. Actually, we maybe should trip Opportunist just to desync their big attacks. I wasn't thinking about that, but that actually might have been a good idea. I just play Cleansing Shield for no reason other than to hit 0 mana. What am I even doing? We want to freeze next turn if possible, so I don't think we want to waste a freeze here. And also getting tough up is nice, although I didn't know that I was going to get tough when I played that. No, that's just going to kill our... Maybe I should... Oh, hey, nice. Our shield barely survives. And they were doing not enough damage to ruin our day. Okay, so... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to scroll recall so that we can supercharge. So we can take away their mighty. And we can take away some of their powerfuls too. Sure, why not? And that gets us to just over 12 growth, which means we're now at 4 mana per turn. And we can cold calculations. Go to White Flame Shield for more of that. For more White Flame. I don't actually hate that just for the buff. At this point, I think it's okay to go ahead and do this. And let's go and freeze. Let's actually just get some shock out. That seems fine. Oh, just all going on the back one. It's a little unfortunate. Wow, just front one just completely dodging the shock. That can go. But now that front one is finally shocked. I'm actually not going to need that for real this fight, so I'm okay playing it out. And then just focus the front one down as best we can. Which is going to get us some sturdy. Could copy that, but I don't know how valuable it is. Oh, you're just going to die to whatever. Boom and boom and boom. And the back one's going to die, but the front one should survive. Not that it matters a ton. We have tons of shield. Although this turn is the turn again where it's potentially a threat, but we so far have had easily enough arcane that it has not mattered. But we may as well freeze out the big turn anyway, just because we can, you know? Oh, keep pressing the wrong button. That can go away. Don't need that. But I don't know if I actually want to kill. I mean, I guess what's the worst that happens? I do actually want this purity though. Although you're not applying bleed this turn. So that's the one thing that I'd want the purity for. Although I should have done that in the other order. I didn't think about the fact that we could potentially have shocked the front one. Alright. Fight is on a downhill slope. Should be well on our way to victory. Should figure out what I'm gonna spyglass. Thank you for playing, but not good enough. Should be able to get this one dead just through bleed. So I can focus all my efforts on that one. Okay. I think I'm going to spyglass this, because that'll kill it. Let's go do that actually. Pop you a bunch. So many pops. You do not get to do damage. I mean, we may as well use that. Why not? I could have used this, but I didn't want to. I want to go ahead and just end with as much health as I can. Because there's no point in taking any health, losing any health, if I don't have to. Get frozen, dummy. All right, and then this will let us win with just playing out Shield Generator Spring. I don't actually hate having another Reforge. Our deck is pretty bulky, and we have a lot of stuff that we want to get rid of. And worst case scenario, you can always Reforge or Reforge. All right, so okay, way to end the turn. We are reasonably poisoned. All right. There's that out. Nothing really in this hand that we need to get rid of, but I don't actually hate getting to that, so we just get rid of some of that poison. Yeah, so we can do the sequence things like this, so we hit 0. Getting rid of some of the white flame is important. But the big thing here is I need to avoid getting complacent because the back snail can absolutely be a threat here. The back snail, the only snail. Although our biggest concern is that white flame will throw up purity exactly next turn and we won't be able to get rid of it. I think we do freeze because we're not going to be able to freeze next turn. Although I think we can actually afford to do that. And then I think we just tag you for some damage. So you've got your big hit coming in, but you don't have Mighty at least. And you didn't get Purity, which means that we are clear to use that one thing to freeze, which we can just do using that actually, which convenient. There goes some of that powerful and some of the white flame. I'll do that. Nice. I don't think the idol. I think Idol of the Hunt is the only one that can actively try and kill our turrets, which is nice. Rude. We worked hard to put up all of those debuffs. All right. Well, we're going to see all of these cards, so. I think this is the one that we most aggressively need to manage. Although I probably should focus on just killing the Fog Golem. Oh no! We didn't shuffle. Just gonna have to deal with drawing a billion of these. Oh man, this is just the worst, gonna be the worst hand ever. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Opportunist isn't up, so I think. Oh, we don't have scroll recall up anymore. We've already used it. So much for that plan. Rip. I do not have enough mana here. Because I was hoping to get to like reforge things. I was thinking about the fact that I will not have enough mana. I do draw some cards. Cool. I think the most pressing thing is to reforge the Insidious whatchamacallits, because they are seriously a pain in the butt. Alright, we are very poisoned, but we're not dead. Our turret is about to be, though. Which, yeah, there's the other Power Stone back, which is why it was important to get rid of the other one. And we can turn this Power Stone also into gunk. I guess the other one we reforged into not being a problem. I don't really want to burn up the Shocked. I think we get more damage out of it by just keeping it around for whatever. Okay, you need to lose some of your buffs. You have way too many of them stacked up. Yeah, okay. What if we didn't take damage? We don't quite have enough to freeze. But now we do. Alright. Making progress. We can eat this damage if we have to. We had to. Alright. Lots of debuffs. But at least Cruelty is into the mix, so we don't have to worry about Predator. Oh, you were tough, so you didn't even get frozen. Well, last time that we could have frozen. I just completely didn't think about the fact that I had planned to freeze. Alright. There is almost all the debuffs gone. I don't think we want to bother freezing this turn. That's just setting up more powerful, which, I guess it's more sturdy. Why not? Okay. Even more White Flame. Even more powerful. Reforge another one of these. So we actually see everything we're going to draw. Which... I think we actually just sit for the turn. I don't think we even bother playing the Cleansing Shield. I think we're okay with taking that hit if we had to, and we did not have to. Alright, let's reduce statuses on everyone. More powerful for everyone. You're getting stroppy. You're not weak, but we can fix that. So let's... Do we do this twice now? I don't think so. I don't think it does enough quite yet. Oh, we can't play the... I'm glad I was paying enough attention to notice that we cannot do whatever. There was no point in playing the Deploy Shield. It just would have gotten bodied by this. Because it says 20 damage, but that's through our 35% tough, which our shield would not have had. And we couldn't have gotten weak out. Alright. The Opportunist is not currently active. I should have looked at that sooner, but I don't know that we... Actually, we may as well play that. This is one of the turns where if we get unlucky, we could take a quite considerable amount of damage. Do we want to play the Shrivels out? Okay with playing out at least. Yeah, I think we'll just play out the triples. Ooh. So that doesn't mean that we could use that. This does mean that we could supercharge and then get back into hidden. I don't hate that. Let's go ahead and blow up the white flame on you. All right. And then we can. All right, we have one unupgraded, whatchamacallit. So we are taking potentially some damage here. We're finally through this one's shield. Rude. Okay, now that one's not actually going to die until next turn. Just going to reforge that. Do I just gunk this? I think I do play the gunk for the extra tough, but I don't bother doing that. Hidden continues to be very valuable. Hey, cleansing is nice. More white flame is nice. We are up to 150% damage. Guess we'll do that. Okay. Now is the time to go ahead and do some duplicating. Although I don't love that we lost that much of our shield. Yeah, I think that's what we copy. Get our shield first. Unfortunately, we are going to have to sit through explosions on the front one, even though it's super dead. Three, four. End the turn. All right, lots of debuffs for us. Even more bleed for you. Boom. All right. And the shell form does not get hunger. Even better at Mighty and Tough, even less damage taken by attacks. Love to see it. We only have like one more fight where the Arcane Nova matters, but I'm okay with having it for that fight, I guess. All right. We did not find CPU. Let's see if we get a free upgrade. No free upgrade. In that case, what else have I taken that I was like, yeah, on? Maybe it was just the second Arcane. Oh, I don't know that I love... Well, the frozen rifts have been okay. Actually, they've been surprisingly good at consistently freezing. Like, the thing is, like, the Arcane Nova, the second one is pretty good into specifically this fight. I guess we do have other rests, so we will probably be able to get rid of it. If we do prepare our attacks against them, we do get a buff that will carry with us into Maw, which I don't hate. Let's see. My debuff, okay, that's not actually super valuable. That's good, but I think we'd rather have this. I think we are fine with the stuff we have. And let's go. Okay. I think we want to see the 6 to 8. I want to hit exact 0. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. And I want to play out both of them is the thing. I can hit 0 twice if I do that. I think it's worth doing that even though it technically wastes a bit of whatever. We'll just pop, I think that one. I didn't actually hit a threshold, unfortunately. But I think we're going to be fine. It's more damage than I wanted to take. Hey! Don't love getting all these runestones right now, but I do like getting those debuffs cleansed off. Yeah, this one can trip Opportunist on us if it happens at the wrong time, which is obviously potentially a big problem. Do we go ahead and dupe that right now? I think so. And then I think we dupe, I guess those two, because we're not going to play another charge strike because we don't want to hit trip Opportunist. I don't hate just freezing you out so you don't get even more Opportunist up. Not that it matters a ton. Like it needs a pretty good. We need a pretty good amount of luck out from underneath Opportunist. And yeah, that's just not going to happen this time. Sure, the healing did not matter. All right. Absolutely going to reforge one of these Insidious Power Stones. They need to go away. We cannot play this, unfortunately, without getting wrecked. I think we just play out that, get a bunch of shields, because this one would just die to these guys doing it. Their AoE, like jerks. Probably should have just played the Sanctuary. I was thinking about the fact that these guys are doing... I didn't realize we had that Crystallize because I just am not paying attention to what's going on. What if we start with that? We freeze everything out. Now we can trip Opportunists safely. I think I want to keep that in hand to keep getting whatever. Work on killing those jerks. I should work on getting rid of the Crystallize, but... I'm going to do that. And that should be a good place to end this. And then we take... I accidentally had tapped my microphone and briefly turned it off. All right. No cleanse in hand. There's cleanse in hand. That'll help us deal with the bleed. Oh, we have to mouse over that to see. Yeah, I do like doing that. Oh, you still have White Flame? Let's go and do that. So at least avoid one of those bleed protects from that White Flame. Oh, you didn't actually freeze. Oh, because we had forced the freeze on you previously. Absolutely worth getting out. Additional shield. And then I think we do play that. Powerful stacked. Rude. Oh, hey, we're actually out from underneath Opportunist. I didn't even realize until just now. Do we just Arcane Nova? Let's see what else we draw. Oh, but we have Arcane Link, so we don't really want to play a bunch of cards because we don't want to lose hidden. So we can intern now. It's a pretty good turn though. You have two of them close to dead. And we possibly take damage here, but it's fine. We do really need a cleanse though. Or we need to be able to freeze out, which we can't do right now. But we don't have opportunists to deal with, so that's not really what we're looking for. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough to freeze. All right, there we go. We did. So you're now not a problem. We can... I don't remember if this was free, but it doesn't matter. Just play that anyway. You, unfortunately, have evasion, and I have so much arcane, there's no point, I think, in wasting that there. All right, all enemies get cleansed a bunch. We explode, which is annoying because we have the arcane weakness on us. Is it going to explode us twice? Yes. That's really annoying. I guess it's not a huge problem, but it is a huge annoyance. Wow, there's just not enough. Guess we just do that. There we go. We just needed to be able to take care of some of the stuff on us so that we didn't just completely get bodied. Wow, we're still just taking so much damage here. It's a huge lifesteal hit too. Let's see. That'll do something at least. That's without the... I don't know how that was doing that much damage actually. Because we weren't shocked. Was just the vulnerable being at 35%? Maybe. I don't know what the base damage number is. And it is like plus 60% from that. Alright. So we do need to do that. Then we just intern. Hey, there's some cleanse. Not the most useful thing to get both of the heals on the same turn. Or to get that damage dealt, that flat damage dealt through the 55% status. So that needs to happen. Can't really afford to play this, but could I one trip opportunist still? But I feel like getting out a bunch of shock. Like, I shouldn't be that worried about opportunist when I have this much health. It's just like if I don't have to play into it. Like the only way that I can imagine losing control of the run is with that. So I think this kills you. So let's just get a kill out. Goodbye. Let's see, that is the cleanse. Let's do that. More cleanse. That's not enough to freeze. We can do that, which will... Oh no, there's so much on that one that it doesn't even prevent it from exploding. That will freeze. I want to go and do that while we had the number to do it. We can't hit 0. It's unfortunate. But this is the other most important one to get. I think we win. Yeah, we win. With the bleed kill. I may as well play everything else out, just because I can. Hey. Pretty happy with the additional status applied. Persecute's not bad. Elemental Refraction, though, has a lot of promise. Okay, let's... temporary buff. Alright, Tough going in is nice. Let's remove a card. We do not need both Arcane Novas, I think. Let's remove a card. I think the Frozen Rifts are actually worse here because there's only one enemy. I might also just say the deck is... We've got so many cards, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm too lazy to think. I think I am going to leave a couple... that doesn't do... Don't care about any of that. Reroll. No, I don't care about any of that. I think I am going to leave a couple rests so that I can reroll if we just, like, get really bodied by really bad idle luck. So that I obviously don't want to restart. Like, my goal is to do this without restarts, but 5 idle is basically cheating, and, you know, if the AI is basically cheating, I may as well be basically cheating. I definitely don't think we want to use up... Well, there's Cursing coming this turn. May as well not have to deal with it. Okay, there's some of the Power Stones. Let's see. So goal is to hit 0 mana. Because I really would like, and it didn't happen, I was really hoping we could find the thing we need in order to reshape that. But absolutely no luck on that. I guess we did get one of the turn to gunks on turn 1. I just didn't think about that. Still have 2 Reforgers in the deck, but this is where like having a fat deck is a problem. But the counterpoint of that is having a fat deck means we're less likely to draw into the problem cards, so... Alright, I think we're going to do this. Not really what I was hoping to see, but it's fine. And I do like getting this out. This probably just going to get murdered, but a little bit of Crystallize helps. And we do get some Crystallize from that one thing. Okay. Yeah, just additional Crystallize from this. We have Fiery Cleanse in hand, which we are going to need to play. This is kind of one of the problems where we just get so many shrivels. Okay, so we may dupe this. But I think we'll probably save Duplicitome for now. Ooh, okay. If I had enough mana to Duplicitome and play this, I would, but I can't. Okay, guess we just draw cards. We have a huge max hand size. And we still managed to hit it. But we got down to no more of that. No more curse. But yeah, just all of this trash. least transform one of those. I don't think we played that. There are cards we could draw here that we do not want to draw while we don't have mana to play them. And there's a decent chance that the White Flame Idol can just cleanse off stuff that's on you. All right, and there's our last Idol Stones, Rune Stones in this case. They have different names. Oh no, it's not the last ones. We don't have the White Flame Stones. We have Rune Stones and Power Stones and whatever the White Flame Stones are. I think they may just be Burning Fire Stones. I think we played this. All right, yeah, there's the other Power Stone. Goodbye, other Power Stone. Do not want to deal with you. And now we don't have to. There goes. Yeah, Maw is... I don't think... And I could regret saying this, but I don't think Maw scales up. Which means that as this fight goes on, I think it's going to get easier for us. Because we should be able to... Okay, aside from the Shadow Rays, they could be a problem, and such, they could be a problem. But in general, our buffs are going to go up, and the Arcane is going to mean that we can force the Maw's buffs to go down. Can we freeze here? Possibly. Yes. This is a better use of that. Shocked. Rude. Okay, yeah, there's the, what are they called? Yeah, Bright Flamestone. That's what they're called. Anyway. Self-freeze is actually potentially useful for getting rid of trash cards. But we have to draw the trash cards first. And that's not one of those we can get rid of by just getting frozen. I think we still draw 3. Cool. We don't need that this turn. We don't need that this turn. And then we can reforge the Bright Flamestone. So it's just not a problem anymore. And yeah, so there's all of our buffs, all of the buffs that we need to deal with gone. I think we don't want to bother playing that yet, though. And yeah, we are able to mostly keep the whatever under control. So it's going to be a slow victory, but it should be a victory at this point. I don't want to jinx us, but it's only opportunist this turn, so it's one turn that we have to deal with. Although it is really annoying that that came up on the same turn as the Shrivels. Although this wasn't super Shrivel spam. I would like to find a cleanse. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Okay, that'll mean that we can more safely end turn without cleansing here. Yeah, because that reduces a ton of the damage. Alright. Alright, we do need to find a cleanse here, though, or we could be in trouble. Well, that's why we have so much cleanse in the deck. Because here is 2 bits of cleanse. Let me think. Is the sequencing board? I think we do this first so that we can cleanse off the burn. There is not opportunist. If we attack in, we lose this jerk, and I would rather not. I guess it's not a huge deal if we do. So much trash. Yeah, we probably need to start playing out whatever's. But at this point, I think we are in a good, especially this turn, I think we're in a good spot to play out these. Sure. All right. So that's most of those gone. We are at a pretty high curse count, but I think it was worth it to get rid of that much stuff, although we are now in need of cleanse, or oh no, because we have this freeze still as a in case of emergency, which looks like we may have to hit. See what we get out of this. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's no way around it. We are just going to have to use the freeze flask this turn. Might as well use that. And if we're just playing stuff out. I think we need to play that. Yeah, we just lose all of our shield immediately. But hey, justified. But yeah, that white flame card just took out so much of our problem. See, this will find us. There's a turn to gunk. Goodbye, Elemental Runestone. We do not want you. Down to only 7 curse, which is still a lot of curse, but it's a manageable amount of curse. Play that for value. And the main reason we're running that, by the way, is not for this. It's because it's a triple status that is going to scale up, because like you saw it was like 22. It's pretty good. And how much is 174? So it's climbing. We're making progress. All right. Take damage, but that's okay. Cleanse. We want to avoid using Fiery Cleanse if we can, because we want to be able to hold that. Look at that. 0 curse. Unfortunately, whatever. Yeah, the white flame basically just makes the summons even more untenable than they normally would be into this fight. We don't have anything in hand to reforge. I could see getting rid of this at this point. Just because I don't know how much more useful the frost is going to be. We'll just get rid of that. I sometimes forget that Reforge does give us something to get rid of, because that's a relatively new change. We can set that up so that it's primed. We couldn't get it frozen anyway because of the purity. Alright, unfortunately the Arcane Link and Arcane Weakness on enemies are just getting blocked by purity, but so this is definitely a case of where holding Fiery Cleanse is handy. Oh, I should actually do this. So I think I needed to save things, but to get until after we got through the purity. But I should have. I guess I would have forgotten to draw that if I hadn't used whatever. Yeah, we'll go ahead and freeze because I do want to block drawing all those cards, or getting all those shadow cards. And yeah, all right. I said I had things under control, but we are kind of spiraling a bit. I think we should be able to get it back under control. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize we were going to actually explode there. That's fine. I shouldn't be playing out cards, playing more draw at this point. Aside from that, because that just gets rid of trash cards, which is worth it. But I need to arcane detonate in order to solve our problems. Rude. Yeah, there goes all of our attempts to stack any crystallize. Fortunately, no opportunities up this turn because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we are on all shrivels. Okay, we may just have to duplicate that. I don't hate duplicating those two, or just these two actually. But at that point, we may as well lose the loss of the shrivel health so that this is going to do its full heal. Or not full heal, but you know what I mean. Gunk him up. We can reforge the flamestone. It's now not a problem. We would like to find mana. All right, no luck on finding mana so far. We have one more shot at it. All right. I would like to have gotten Arcane out this turn, and there's just no way for us to do that, unfortunately. But we can get even more shield. So we can just tank this 22x6 hit. Like it was nothing. All right. Yeah, and that's the thing, like Purity is so worthless here because there's just so many debuffs that you get handed by idle cards. Oh, we are bleeding. I should probably deal with that. All right. I think that's worth it. I don't think I want to play this because I think, again, we're in that position where like there's things I could draw that I wouldn't be able to play that I really want to be able to play. Take 50. All right, there's some cleanse. Donk. But it's very important that when I find Occult Ritual that I can play it, I think. We cannot play these out because we do not want to shuffle. Because like I said, we really want to find that Occult Ritual. Alright, take some damage. Draw some cards. Alright. Unfortunately, we're going to draw Occult Ritual. And then we're going to shut. And so we really want to not draw this as the last thing for the turn. Because by drawing it for the last thing for the turn, it means that we have no choice but to wait until we shuffle to get it back. But yeah, the instant we can play this, it just immediately solves our problems as far as powerful goes. Like, there goes all of the powerful that whoever had spent all that time spent ticking. I guess now we do actually want to force a shuffle. Save our cleanses for later in the turn. Oh, there's none in our discard pile, so we can't actually force a shuffle. We can just clean them out of the deck. Transform that. Cleanse out some of our problems. We could get back into hidden, but I'd rather just detonate a whole bunch. There's a pretty big heal coming out here, but... Alright. Did we take any damage to anything that wasn't shrivels? I don't think we did. Alright. So this damage number is about to go up because, yeah. But 80 damage is within our ability to manage. We do want to avoid drawing too many cards this turn. We don't want to trip Opportunist. That's okay. Love to see it. Makes life easier. Let's see what we draw out of that. Start with this, which will clean off the tough and a lot of the white flame. Cleaning out the white flame the hard way. Apply shock. We can transform this one, which will work out nicely. We're at full health. We'll just play that and get rid of the last curse. There comes more curse. All right. Enemies getting cleansed is always a little annoying. All right. Should probably be a little careful here to not die to this attack. I think we're fine. Yeah. Yeah, we can just kill. Ale him out. And yeah, this was, I think, all the way through a very clean run. Oh, we do now, I didn't think about the fact that we were going to have to actually eat this hit because of the Berserk, but we can. And that is the list. Super Dirtle got there. And for our efforts, we get a truly staggering amount of XP. Not that it matters. If you're doing this below level 10 and you managed to get this far, you deserve everything. Good amount of money, pays off all the market items, but like you lose a lot of these runs. So anyway, this took us nearly 2 hours for just A3. Just not nearly 2 hours, hour 45 minutes for just A3. So wow. But we did it. We got there. That's it for this video. I will see you next time. Toodles.